Okay, saddle update. I was able to use the saddle for the first time as far as extended time. I've been able to use it at home quite a bit, shooting out of it, things like that, but this was the first time I really put hours in it. And I would say it was really comfortable up until about the 4-hour mark. That end of 3.5 to 4 hours, I caught myself trying to readjust and move more than I would like, and I found the culprit, or at least I believe the culprit was my bridge strap. The bridge strap is somewhat fixed in the sense of all it does is have a carabiner, and I hook it to the other side of the bridge loop. Well, I had no way to adjust that, and it was quite long. And so I found some ways on YouTube to modify it, so I'm probably going to use a Prusik knot to be able to adjust it. I could use a Ropeman 1 or Ropeman 2, but I just didn't want more weight, and I didn't want another piece of metal to be able to clank around. One thing that was really beneficial was to have these S-beaners on the back. By having this S-beaner, I could hook my one or both of my sticks, one on the left, one on the right, and on the one on the very, very back, I was able to put the Predator platform. So I got everything up in one shot. It was really easy to work with my lineman's belt, with the tether. I was able to move pretty freely as far as getting shots off or being able to move or adjust when I had deer come in. I did have some deer come in right underneath me. Just to practice, I drew back and kind of tested that out just to see what it would feel like, even when they were behind me doing a drop shot. I did try drawing one on the offhand. That would have been my second day hunting, and they picked me off. So, but that was at about 15 yards. So that was, again, that was on me. I'm pretty sure the shot would be very effective to do an offhand shot, but I did. Just getting used to moving in the saddle, I would say that is probably the biggest learning curve, getting to how to move in it and get your shots off. And the second one is probably the most important, how to shoot from it. You're using a lot of your core, a lot more than you would from a deer stand or just a regular traditional stand. Your feet are super important when you're in a deer stand. Here, your core is super important because you're doing a lot of leaning back. You're not standing straight up. And so to get your anchor points, I had to go through the sequences through my head over and over and over of getting my anchor points, feeling comfortable, settling in, whether it be a spot I picked out on a tree or the deer I was just practicing on. And I've shot from the saddle at my house many times, but doing it in a hunting situation, trying to get back behind a bush or a limb or a tree, or even get to a position where it just wasn't quite comfortable. In my yard, it's open yard, so I wasn't really having to dodge obstacles in that fashion. But it was a lot of fun. Definitely want to test out messing with the bridge a little bit more. The lineman's belt worked great. The tether was great. I do have a Ropeman 1 on the tether and on my lineman's belt, which, as far as the lineman's belt goes, that's, in my opinion, the only way to go. So if you are going to get a lineman's belt, please look up the Ropeman 1. It's super effective and very, very quick. Keeps you pretty much a one-hand operation, even two-hand operation for the most part. I did use the back band for 2 of the sits out of the 4 I had. I did enjoy the back band. I didn't feel it impeded my ability to shoot, and it did add extra comfort. So if that's something that, if you're willing to try the saddle, I would say getting a back band with it is worth it. If I had the choice, yes or no, I would bring it. It's light, it packs really thin, so it's not like it's taking up a lot of room, but it would be something I would definitely recommend.